I don't know what to say. I don't, really. Because in this country, laws are meaningless. And I don't mean that to be hyperbole anymore. Donald Trump doesn't respect the rule of law anymore. Period. I don't care whoever says, oh yes he does, it's just that he doesn't care about other laws. The fact is, if Republicans had the fucking balls to actually do their jobs, he would have been impeached years within the month. But no, Republicans refuse to do their jobs and impeach him out. Because if this was any other time in history, actually, if this was before 2016, I have a guarantee that this would have never happened. From day one, Donald Trump broke the law. That's not hyperbole. That is not any bit me saying an exaggeration. Donald Trump is breaking the law every single time he speaks. For example, trying to get rid of birthright citizenship, trying to run again, deporting people, using the Alien and Sedition Act, basically ignoring the Supreme Court and the judicial system of this country. The fact is, this country is at a standstill. And the fact that Donald Trump refuses to listen to the Supreme Court should have gotten him impeached. But the Republicans in the House of Representatives and Senate are cowards and refuse to do their jobs. And honestly, this country's going to collapse. Because if Donald Trump refuses to follow the rules of the law is meaningless. There's no rule of law when the head of this country refuses to see it. And the Supreme Court made this damn fucking scenario when they gave him presidential fucking immunity. The fact is, Donald Trump should have never gotten into office again. And millions of people are already regretting what they did on November 5th. And the fact is, Donald Trump is so fucking toxic, stupid, ignorant, and more words than the English alphabet has. And the fact is, we're barely 100 days into this crap. We still have 4 more fucking years. Or 3, and we have 1,350 something, 59, I believe. I believe we have 1,359 days. That's still, we got a few more years of this bullshit. Do you think this country can survive another few years? He's going to try to run again. The fact is, there's enough crazy sick bastards willing to vote him in again. We can't allow that to happen. We physically cannot. This country needs Donald Trump out of office. And in 2026, we need people to vote. We need people to vote for senator. We need people to vote for representative. We need to have every Republican out of office. I know I'm speaking to the choir. I know I am. But the fact is, Republicans will not get shit done. They don't. They only cut people's benefits, make lives harder, have shortages, and more things than I can count. Because the fact is, Donald Trump is going to be so unpopular, impeachment calls are going to be commonplace to the point of laughability. Because Donald Trump is not going to be president in 2029. If he forces himself into the place of office, there's no fucking way this country will survive until the 2030s. Because the fact is, Donald Trump has damaged the reputation of this nation inward and outward. And the fact that people are still refusing to do what he is signing executive order left, right, and center shows that people are done with his crap and are just waiting until the clock hits noon on January 20th, 2029. Because I highly doubt the Republican Party is going to be able to run a candidate like Trump. And the fact is, this is the most corrupt administration in American history. And that's not hyperbole. Because the fact is, Donald Trump announcing tariffs lowered the stock market. And he says buy the dip. That is market manipulation at its finest. And the fact he's making billions off our suffering is something that we should be all angry about. But we're so numb to his bullshit, it's honestly just impressive how low he can go. Because honestly, if he said he wanted to make slavery legal again, I wouldn't be fucking surprised. The Republican Party doesn't have any spine anymore. And the Republican Party doesn't want to piss off their base. Because the fact is, only 39% of the public actually like him, but 81% of the Republican Party's base is willing to allow Donald Trump to be a fucking dictator? That is fucking insane. And the fact Democrats are not abusing this to be able to win public support is sad. And the fact is, the Democrats are going to probably lose the midterms thanks to their vote splitting. Unless it's only going to stick to the primaries. And I hope it does. Because we need at least one branch of fucking government doing something. Because Republicans going around the Democrats in the Senate is inevitable. Because the fact is, Republicans do not have a spine. They don't have jack. And the fact that Democrats are having to fight each other in primaries, as much as I like the new idea of new Democrats, we can't have this fucking fight in 2026. We just can't afford it. The democracy we have lived in all of our lives are at stake. And the fact that this country is losing its institutions. And the fact that no one's willing to go against Donald Trump because he's the fucking president. Let's just say this. This country is about to be going off a cliff. Will we be able to survive it? Or will we collapse? That is something we're all going to need to know.